Hi, welcome back to another Amazing Kitchen episode today. Today we'll be making something very classic. Something from UK is the fish and chip. Something that started in the 1800s that was probably brought over by the Jews in the 1700s, but today is very popular across UK and around the world. So it's usually some fried battered fish with some French fries. So today I'll make my version of the fish and chip. So let's start. I have a 4 fish fillet here. We'll start by seasoning it with paprika. Paprika will add some flavor and color to this fish. So we just gentle sprinkle of some over the fish, and then we pat it in on both sides. This has a little bit of a smoky flavor to it. Okay, so this will give the fish a great aroma. Okay, now that the paprika is out of the way, we have some seasoned oil, and we will sprinkle this on both sides. Just gently. We'll flip the fish and do the same to the other side. Wow, this will be awesome. So let's rub this in. Now that the seasoned oil is out of the way, we have some thyme. Dry thyme will add a nice subtle flavor. Okay, good. And finally, we have some salt. Salt for flavor. Not too much if you don't like it very salty. Now once the salt is in, we will have to batter it because it will start drawing moisture out of the fish. Good, now that the salt is done, so here's where it's a little different. Usually this is done with a wet batter, and today we'll just simply sprinkle some cornstarch over the fish and pat it dry and take it to fry. We have some corn flour, we just sprinkle it lightly on our fish. Then we try to pat this in and get the excess off. Cornstarch will help dry up some of the moisture and keep this crispy when we fry this. Great, now this fish is all coated and good to go. We can take this to the fryer and give it a quick drench in our oil to crisp this up. Okay, let's go and take a look. Okay, while the oil is waiting to be warm, we can start our dressing. This is our tartar sauce that we will use for our fish and chip later on. So what we need is we have some mayo, and we will chop some pickle into it, and this will add a lot of nice flavor. So we simply dice the pickle into small little chunks so that we don't want to taste it, but we want the flavor from the pickle in our dressing. Great, now we add the pickle to our mayo. Then we have some fresh parsley. We also cut these up and add these to our tartar sauce. This will add a nice color contrast as well as some subtle flavor to this as well. Now we have our parsley chopped. We add this to our mayo for our dressing also. And we season it with some salt and some black pepper. Nice. Then we also cut a fresh lemon and we add the juice to it also. So we rub this lemon a little to allow the juice to soften inside, so when we cut, it becomes easier to drain. Wow, look at that. This adds a nice refreshing flavor to this dish. Now we simply mix this all up to make our tartar sauce. Oh, this is looking beautiful. I like a lot of parsley in mine to give it that nice rich green color. This is all ready. We put this in the fridge, chill it until our fish is ready, and we can enjoy it together. Perfect. Now we're ready to cook this. The oil is warm. Now we start by putting one fish at a time into this hot oil. So now that that is in, we'll wait for that to cook and then we'll add the rest in. And here's another trick. For crispy fish, when you fry this and you take it out of your oil, what most people would do is put it on a plate with some tissue below it to absorb some of that oil. But that's a wrong thing to do. If you do that, the fish will lose its crisp. What you need to do is get a pan like this where you hold it up to allow air to circulate top and bottom. Allow all the oil to drip out of it and cool and not lose its crispiness. In case you're wondering what is this big pot next to me, this big ceramic pot, this is another episode. This contains some very traditional recipe. Great for confinement ladies, great for someone who enjoys a rich, sour tasting dish. We'll reveal that in one of our future episodes. This is very nice. Okay, so now that the fish is cooking, we'll let that deep fry for about 5 to 10 minutes until it's all brown. We can take it out and drain it, and we can also start cooking our chips. Now, a lot of people worry about deep frying fish at home because it splashes everywhere. So if you don't have a deep pot like mine, then you should find something like this. It's a little metal mesh. You put it over a pot of oil. It allows the steam to vent out but keeps the oil in so it doesn't splash everywhere. Okay, now we can check on this fish and see how it does. We remove this mesh. Oh yes, it's browning nicely. Now let's give it a flip. The other side looks good. Yes. So fish cooks very quickly, so this is sufficient time. We take this out and allow it to cool on our pan and drain also. So we have a bag of French fries here. Make sure you take this out of the freezer and drop it in immediately. And if you don't want to use French fries, you can use fresh cut fries also. Either way works. Put our mesh back on. Once it browns, we take it out and allows it to cool also, and we add some salt over it to taste. Now let's check on our fries. Okay, it's browning very nicely. So let's take it all out. We'll turn off the heat. Let's take out our fries and rest it on this pan. We will season our fries lightly with some coarse salt. I like some black pepper on my fries, so we'll put that on also right now. Good stuff. Now that is done, now let's move to plating and give this a try. Now that we're back, the moment of truth. As you can see, the fries has browned very nicely, as well as the fish. And remember, we had half the lemon from earlier. Now we can use this over our fish. We just sprinkle some to give it some more flavor. Then we also have our tartar sauce. This will go very nicely with our fish or our fries. So we'll put some on the side and some over the fish. Now let's give this a try. All right, where should I start? Let's start with the fries. It's very hot. It's nice and fluffy on the inside, but crispy on the outside. Can you hear it? It's very nice. Now let's try the fish without the tartar sauce first, just with the lime or lemon. You can see this, the fish is cutting through very nicely. It's nice and buttery, soft inside, and crispy on the outside. Now let's try this. It's very hot. Be careful. The fish is very moist. The outside is very crispy. This is done perfectly. Okay, now let's try with the tartar sauce. Let's cut another piece of fish. I'm excited to try this. Look at this. It's crunchy, like tanginess from the tartar sauce. Flavor is just amazing. It was perfect with the fries. So simple, so classic, but yet so tasty. Can't stop eating. So yeah. Great. If you like what you see today, don't forget to subscribe, hit our logo up above, and make your suggestion. If you'd like to see something else in our show, please leave us a message below and let us know what else you'd like to see on Amazing Kitchen. So until next time, we'll see you again. Bye now.